Going solo as a solo artist, I guess you finally felt, because Paul Simon talks about this. He originally hooked up with Art Garfunkel because he needed somebody else up on stage with him. And my theory with you is, I think you kind of outgrew the band. And successfully went solo, because you know how many artists try that when they're in a band and it doesn't work. They can't go solo.
This is everything in my life is like an evolution, and there's no like a clear thought that goes into
no master plan.
No. And I just remember doing Rocksteady, and it was the greatest thing, like working with Pharrell, and just that everything went to a different place, you know. And also like collaborating with Eve and Moby, and just stepping outside. Everything that I did when I collaborated was like my favorite stuff I ever did. I mean, so I just got this feeling that I wanted to make a dance record. It wasn't like I was embarrassed to say I would do a solo record. That would be embarrassing. But I wanted to do music that I grew up on, that was not ska, and that was not in a band, not like punk or whatever.
So how do you approach that? Do you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to write some songs, and then I'll get in touch with Pharrell, I'll get in touch with this one or whatever, and then we'll collaborate? Or do you just collaborate with them from the beginning?
I think that from the beginning, Tony knew I wanted to do it, and he was on board, and he sort of, I want to say, like executive produced it, in the sense that he wrote a lot with me. And then I basically said I want to do the rounds. Like, I want to, how it works with like pop stars or whatever is there's all these writers of the moment, and then you go in and you write with them, and if you're a writer, or if you're not a writer, you just have all these songs sent to you and you just choose and then you record them. Well, I wanted to write it.
Yeah, don't you think that's an awful career? You can't write your own music and you have to rely on others.
It's a different career.
It
you know,
really
it's
is.
so different. I mean, for me, everything is about my story and sharing that, and then having that, you know, exchange of love. That is what I live for. But I think that by going in and work, the pressure to go in the studio on my own to write these songs with these masters of the moment was so big. And that's why What You Waiting For was the first song I wrote, which was like Linda Perry saying to me, "What are you waiting for, Gwen? Let's go." You know, and I was like, yeah, okay, well, I'm just insecure, you know what I mean? I just can't help it. So
and these solo songs, man, they go big, right? I mean, it's like it's almost.
That had to be was that a surprise, because you had, you know, had the comfort and safety of a band and you guys had success?
It was scary, but I felt there was something in me that needed to do it, wanted to do it. And I think that was my most creative period of my life, because I was completely free to just be me.